Good day, my friends. Welcome to Sergeant OQ's channel, and I'm glad that you're here with me today. We're actually going to talk about something that I'm pretty excited about. Today we're going to be taking a look at the iFlight Protek25 Pusher. Now, the reason that I have this drone, if you click this link here, I actually talk about flying with an Insta360 Go attached to a Tiny Hawk 2 and how that would be how that could be useful for flying around soft targets or things that you don't want to really break because it's light, small, and you can get some decent video quality. Well, after actually taking the flight and checking out the video quality, I wasn't satisfied. I wanted something with better video quality, something more along the lines of a GoPro, which we're going to talk about here in a second. But I wanted better video quality. The Insta360 Go just wasn't something that I was comfortable with using professionally and handing off to a client. So with the GoPro, you're going to get higher quality, but this Tiny Hawk 2 is not going to, it's not going to be able to carry a GoPro, and I don't think it would. I think it would struggle really hard carrying a naked GoPro, and I haven't seen any 3D printed mounts for it, and I don't think you'll get the best flight times. So we needed something a little bit more powerful, and that's when you start looking at little 2.5-inch drones, something 4S that's going to be able to have the balls to really get this thing in the air, and it's going to give you good flight time and get you good footage, fly smooth. So that's where the iFlight Protek25 Pusher comes into play. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Alright, so here we have the iFlight Protek25 Pusher, and full disclosure, I've already opened this. I've actually already taken it for a flight around the house because this is not the first time I'm doing this video, and after I checked it out, flew it, there's some things that kind of caught my attention that I really enjoyed, and I wanted to make sure that I gave you the most knowledgeable review possible. So here we go. Let's go ahead and open up this box. And you can see within the box we have foam bumpers. You actually have two of these. One of them is already on the quad that I installed. So here's an extra one in case the other one falls off. You got an extra set of props. These are the clear props. These are the iFlight Nazgul 2525s. These are clear. The drone itself comes with black props, same props. Here we have an extra strap, a couple zip ties, some antenna covers, and some additional hardware. Also, you have the screw mount for your GoPro or whatever action camera you decide to put on the front of this. And you have this little adapter here, but I'm going to get to this here in just a second. Let's go ahead and take a look at the drone. So here we have the drone itself. And it's a 2.5-inch drone. This is the HD version running with the Cadex Polar Vista, and it has Crossfire built with this model. XT30 connector. Now here's your action camera connector that comes already attached to the board. Now this connector itself is for one of iFlight's action cameras that they sell personally. Now I plan on running this with my naked GoPro Hero 8. Now this connector does not fit in this connector. So let's get back to this adapter here. This adapter will actually connect to this and will allow you to run your naked Hero 8. And when I first opened this package and set everything up, I was really confused as to why they would send this, especially when this naked Hero 8 was built with an iFlight BEC board. So I was really confused. But then after checking everything out, I did realize this connector does allow you to run a naked Hero 8 instead of iFlight's action camera that they sell. Let's flip this over and take a look. So if you remove this screw here, this will actually allow you access to the receiver underneath here. This plastic piece slides off after you remove that screw. Underneath here you can see the Cadex Vista module. As far as the motors go, we're running some Zings. These are Zing 1404. Now I'm pretty curious. Now this says this is a 4600 kV motor. I'm not gonna get that in focus, but these say they are 1404s and 4600 kV. Now, if I remember correctly, when I purchased this, I believe they said they were 5000 kV motors. I'll have to double check on that. So let's take a look at the side and see if we can get a good look at the stack. Right in here, you can see the USB port that is for the Cadex Vista. So you can update the software and activate it. Now, I looked for a while whenever I first opened this, and I was looking for the USB port for the flight controller itself, and it took me a while to find it. Looking to the sides, you'll never find it there. The USB port is actually hidden underneath this battery strap right here. So if you're looking to connect your drone to Betaflight, this is where you're going to plug in at. Battery wise, iFlight recommends a 4S 650 up to a 4S 850 mAh. And you can see this 3D printed battery strap holder right here. This is actually a pretty cool design. I really do like this. I think it's going to really secure that battery in there. And you don't have to fiddle with the Velcro catching on any of the flight controller or wires or anything like that, which is really nice. I enjoy that. As far as the frame goes, the frame actually is a 3mm top plate here, and then these bumper guards or the prop guards are covered in a plastic, which actually feels like a pretty durable plastic. I'm not gonna lie, I can't lie about that. It feels pretty durable, has a little bit of flex and give to it, which is nice. But it definitely does feel like it'll hold up in a pretty decent crash. To be honest, overall, this is a pretty well built quad. I really enjoyed the build of this. It definitely feels strong, and I love how small it is. Look at that. And then we're gonna attach a naked GoPro on here, and this is gonna fly just beautifully through small gaps and any other kind of obstacles that I throw at this thing. I think this is probably a perfect drone for indoor flight, an indoor cinematic video. I'm really excited to fly this thing and capture some really cool footage. So let's go ahead and throw a battery on here, throw the GoPro, get all the settings right, and get in the air, and let's see what we can actually do with this guy. I'm super excited. Stay tuned.
All right, so here we are with the iFlight Protek25 Pusher, some flight here. One thing I want to be very transparent about right now is I did change the camera on this. And it's actually been quite a while since I've recorded the first part of this video, and I'm finally getting to, I guess, I don't want to say finally getting to, but finally getting around to actually making some flight video for this review. So I've had this for a little while now, probably about 5 months and 6 months. And I use it occasionally, pretty often actually, and I love it. One thing I do want to say is that it screams. And the reason I switched cameras is because I tore a cable on the original, and I had this Cadex Vista laying around with the Nebula Pro. So yeah, here we are. But I don't want you to focus on what the camera looks like. If you're interested in what the camera looks like, go watch a review on the camera. This is for the actual flight of the drone itself. So yeah, like I said, this thing screams. So flying it anywhere around people, if you need to be discreet or, you know, less disruptive, probably not the best best drone to go with. But as you can see, I'm getting pretty low here, pretty close to some stuff. RIP to my beautiful Boxer. Miss her like crazy. All right, so let's hit some gaps. And it is a little windy today. Not much. It's not crazy, but enough to notice. Let's see if we can find another gap over here. Let's go through here. It's a little risky. Look at that though, we made it. How about this? And what you're watching now is all DVR. I do not have my GoPro on here. Go through the 10 again. Right. Clip the side. Now that was a non-guarded, prop-guarded drone. Ooh, that would have been good. My wife may have killed me for that. Let's come get a good look at my socks. As it passes by, I'm sure you could hear that screaming. Now you can't see it. I'm about 3.5 minutes in, and I'm about 14.8 volts right now as I'm just kind of chilling. Let's see if we can just stay low to the grass and low and slow. Feel a little bit of ground effect there. A little bit of backward flight. Let's go take a look at my wife's. My wife likes to grow and garden, grow plants and garden. There's little greenhouses that she's got going on right now. A ton of watermelons. This is pretty cool, right? Some tomato plants over there. Wink, wink. Just kidding. Those are actual tomato plants. She loves these plants. She's got 100 more in the house. We have some squirrels in these trees. Let's see if we can find a squirrel's nest or something up here. I'm not seeing anything. So you can see the leaves blowing a little bit. It's a little windy. Like I said, nothing too crazy. Definitely enough to feel it. Ooh. Yeah, you feel that? All right. So this has been my review of the Protek25 Pusher. Hope it helped you learn something about it. And if it did, definitely give me a thumbs up. Like the video, share the video, subscribe, all that cool stuff. And there's my toes, and I'm out.